Viewers, the Congress government in Karnataka announced the Socio-Economic survey for giving nyaya to the people of the state. But ironically, the surveyors themselves are seeking nyaya or justice from the government. In what's turning out to be yet another roadblock for the Karnataka government survey, the survey enumerators have now started a protest at the BBMP office in Malleshwaram. The protest by enumerators, who largely are government teachers, have in fact called the government's approach inhuman. Remember, these are the enumerators who have the crucial task of visiting every household, collecting data and ensuring the efficiency of the survey. But the enumerators say that the locations assigned to them are far from their requested locations, causing inconvenience. They allege that despite the health concerns expressed by some, there has been no response from the government. Calling the approach inhuman, the enumerators also say they are being forced to work despite the health reasons cited by them. Officials are now trying to sort out this particular issue. But remember, this isn't the first roadblock for the survey. The Karnataka Socio-Economic survey has faced multiple challenges in the past as well. Estimated at 420 crore rupees, the survey has already faced complaints of technical issues, anger from various communities, and has even been challenged in the court. Amid questions of people being unhappy about the survey and questions on the delay in the completion of the survey. Now here's what the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, D.K. Shivkumar, had to say.
ನಾನು ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಕೋಳಿ ಕುರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ನೀವು ಚಿನ್ನ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ವಿಚಾರ ಎಷ್ಟು ವಾಚ್ ಇದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರಿಜ್ ಇದೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಕೇಳೋಂಥ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ನಾನು ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಸಮೀಕ್ಷೆ ಯಾರು ವಿರೋಧ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸಮೀಕ್ಷೆ ನಮ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಗಣತಿ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ನನಗೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಮನವಿ.
And viewers, in fact, you heard what Karnataka's Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar had to say. BJP, on the other hand, has accused the government of being hypocritical in its approach.
Mr. Sidramaya, only to protect his seat or keep up his ego, is conducting the so-called socio and educational survey. In reality, it's a caste survey. There are a lot of complaints. Even these teachers or the enumerators have expressed and said that we cannot be part of this because we are handicapped, we are not in a good health condition, or we are having small children or small babies, infants at home. In spite of this, they have been forced to do the enumeration work, and they are not even given the work which is around their own houses.
And to discuss it, I'm joined on the broadcast by my guests. We have G.S. Prashant of the Bharatiya Janata Party live with us, spokesperson, BJP spokesperson there. We also have with us Syed Asad Abbas, who is a political analyst. Good evening to both of you. Thank you for joining us here on Times Now. Syed Asad Abbas, you heard what the BJP had to say. How will you like to respond? Just 3 days are left for this exercise to, get over. But here you have enumerators themselves who are raising some very pertinent questions.
Hinaji, BJP, the Bharatiya Janata Party here in Karnataka, is best known for doing its politics. They are in opposition, but that does not imply that they come up with a roadblock on every instance. The fact of the matter is, D.K. Shivkumar ji has also mentioned that he shall address the issue with all the protesters coming through. The fact we need to understand, there are some genuine reasons of certain teachers who are part of the enumerators, which shall be taken in hand. Also, D.K. Shivkumar, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, has requested them to please carry forward with the same. Now, coming to the update of the survey done till now. The Social and Education Survey, which was started here in Karnataka on September 23rd, has already covered more than 1 lakh houses across the state till Saturday. Till Friday, it was 90. 2023 were surveyed and 9 lakh houses were surveyed on Saturday alone. So therefore, so far they have done a great job, all the enumerators across the state. Unfortunately, a few of the enumerators are finding it difficult. I am sure the officials accordingly have taken in their request and are doing the best. The Karnataka government and the Congress is doing their best to address them, to seek an audience with them and come to a final solution.
Okay. Mr. G.S. Prashant, how will you like to respond? Syed Asad Abbas says only few had a problem. The latest update we have is about 100 odd enumerators, in fact, staged a sit-in protest at Malleshwaram Municipal Office.
This is not about how many people had a problem. This particular survey is flawed from the very beginning. In legal terms, it should be void ab initio, because it is not being, first of all, done on a scientific basis. They're given it to the backward commission to do this particular survey. We are not even aware legally if anybody can point out the constitutional right of that, whether the backward class commission can do the survey of people belonging to different castes and then find out details about them, because I am given to understand from some of the people who have given answers to the questions posed, or about various questions about at what age did they get married, what are the wristwatches they own, and so on and so forth. And to top it up, 9 enumerators had visited Minister Somanna's house. What on earth can justify 9 enumerators visiting one house? Which means this is being done more like a political tool. They are embarking on it only to please the masters in Delhi, that is Sonia, Rahul and Priyanka and nobody else. Because they have no real concern for the poor, downtrodden and the Dalits, because the Congress president, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, a tall Dalit leader, has no respect in Congress because he has to stand outside and peep through when Priyanka Vadra files a nomination. They don't respect Dalits, they don't have any courtesy towards them. And as recent as 2 days ago, the Dalit community protested outside the Congress office in Delhi, saying that they are not getting justice from Karnataka Congress here. Despite that, Rahul, Sonia and Priyanka maintain stoic silence, but this goes on.
Okay. So there are some specific charges that have come in, Mr. Syed Asad Abbas. How will you like to respond? One, of course, being, and this has been a consistent charge of the BJP, they had same concern with the survey that was conducted earlier as well, that, it has not been done scientifically, and also it's being done only to please one particular family. And how do you justify the fact that 9 enumerators visited one house?
Firstly, let us understand that the Bharatiya Janata Party, at the drop of my hat, will do politics with anything. What is happening in Karnataka, they will directly link it to what's happening in Delhi or the protest over there. Respected sir, let's not mix up issues here. Let us address the survey which is taking place. Respect, it's already 10 lakh houses have been surveyed. That shows this is the great resonance of all the officials, enumerators and the government of Karnataka, which has been able to land this through. Now the second point, let us understand who will this benefit for. Let us understand this will benefit for all those people who are socially backward, who are financially
the benefit,
backward.
of course, Syed Asad Abbas, is going to come when you will release the report. I mean, last time when the survey was conducted, report never came out. It was never made public. So we'll talk about the benefits later. Let's focus on the hurdles that are being faced while this exercise is currently underway. And here, politics aside, we're talking about some enumerators who themselves have raised some pertinent concerns. What about that?
Yes, DK Shivkumar ji, like I said earlier, has addressed the same. Like my good friend Prashant has raised here, I completely agree with you, my dear friend. Personal matters should be left alone, like when it comes to fridges, watches, do we rear hen or sheep at home? All of that needs to be taken apart, which even DK Shivkumar ji has addressed the same to all the respective enumerators. Now coming to the point, doing a survey of a state like Karnataka, which has crores of people and lakhs of houses, and even looking at a house, 2 to 4 members in each on an average, will face hurdles, will face difficulties in the days to come. But the fact we need to understand that the Karnataka government has been able to do it with more than 10 lakh houses along the length and breadth of Karnataka is a huge triumphant victory.
Okay.
But kindly give us more time. We will definitely come up with the best. Just 10 seconds, sir. I'm answering you.
Okay.
We will come up with the best. But at the core of it, at the end of it, this is all being done to help and benefit the people of Karnataka.
Okay. GS Prashant wants to respond. Yes.
In the urban areas, they have come merely affixed stickers outside the houses and gone off. Because if most people are working, both husband and wife working, and in urban centers, you may not be able to get exact data from the neighbors like you can probably get it in villages. These people have just come, affixed stickers and vanished. And according to them, survey is complete. And we do not know what details they would have entered and about which community, to say that they might have said that, okay, 4 people reside in this particular house and they might have enlisted them against a particular community or caste that they want to show it in higher numbers. This is what happened in the previous survey also, which was junked because it did not even contain the signature of the member secretary.
Mr. GS Prashant, now, these are serious charges. These are serious charges that are being leveled by the BJP. These are serious concerns that you have raised that perhaps, of course, there are concerns that the enumerators have raised, but what you are saying is very, very serious, which means that, even the enumerators on the ground are not doing their job properly. So, is the BJP likely to take up this issue, file a complaint or something? Are we likely to see that happening soon? 1 second, one second. Allow him to finish, then I'll come to you.
Yes. So, firstly, what is happening is, once this is happening, the concerned persons outside of whose houses they have affixed it, they need to come, they need to approach the particular backward class commission to say they were not taken into confidence and cognizance, because that's the legal process. As BJP or as spokesperson of BJP, I cannot now say whether Syed Abbas' house was surveyed or not. It is Syed Abbas who has to go and now give the complaint to the backward class commission, again with the bureaucratic red tapeism around.
No, but if you are saying, if you are making this allegation, it means you have seen this happening on the ground, right? Then will you ask the people to approach the right platform?
Yes, definitely. Wherever we have come across this, we have advised people to take the right process of law and approach in accordance with law.
Okay.
And another thing is, the persons, after having given the answers, there is no mechanism for them to cross-check as to what has been entered, is what they have stated or not.
Okay.
Which means, I may say that my caste is something, but what he writes down, I would not know.
Okay.
There is no way that I am getting
Syed Abbas wants to come in. Okay. Mr. Prashant, you made your point. Syed Abbas, yes.
I would say, my dear friend Prashant here, myself, we are bona fide Kannadigas, Hinaji, and I can tell you, let's keep the politics aside.
This is not about being bona fide or not. This is about the legal process.
My friend, just allow me. I did not interrupt you, my friend. Just allow me. Can I get my time?
Okay, Mr. Prashant, allow him to make his point. Okay. Syed Abbas.
The fact we need to understand that the enumerators, every single enumerator has been given 20 houses to survey in a single day in the Greater Bengaluru Authority. Let me tell you their hard work and what they've been able to do. The thousands of enumerators on the road, just on Saturday alone, they have been able to survey more than 22,000 houses, which is a great feat. And in the days to come, in their might, they will be able to do a lot more than this. The fact we need to understand, when we are keeping thousands of surveys in mind, if 100 of them have a problem, D.K. Shivkumarji has stated, we will address their issues. The officials will comply with them.
No,
and
it is very good to say that, the issues that they have raised will be addressed, but why are these concerns coming? I mean, that is something that the government also needs to answer. Let me tell you, what kind of complaints have come. Let me also tell you, Syed Abbas, the kind of complaints that have come. Assigned survey area is far from preferred location. Medical conditions are being ignored. Government is forcing them to go to certain locations. I mean, there are certain concerns that are being raised by the enumerators. Politics aside here, they claim that this is inhuman.
I will answer that. That's a genuine question. question that you've asked. Out of the thousands of surveyors on ground in the Greater Bengaluru Authority, 100 of them, yes, they do have a problem. Many of which are medical problems and others are their ailing parents at home. Along with that, the distance traveled. Who are these surveyors? They are mostly government teachers. And I truly think that the government of Karnataka, the respective officials of the Greater Bengaluru Authority, along with the Congress government here in Karnataka, must and should address the issues of these 100 surveyors. Let us look at the larger picture. There are thousands of surveyors who are also doing their jobs who have absolutely no problem. These 100, let me tell you, have a genuine issue which must and should be addressed.
Okay.
Some of the surveyors also happen to be pregnant women. So I think they must be concern must be taken care of. These 100 must be given relief accordingly. But the rest of the thousands who are doing a great job on ground, I'm telling you, it is a record that 22,000 houses have been surveyed in a single day on a Saturday.
Well, you're saying they are doing a great job. BJP clearly doesn't agree with that point. GS Prashant, closing comments.
Politics, so they will not agree.
It's all over the newspapers as to how most enumerators have stated that the target given to them to complete 15 to 20 houses per day is impossible because they claim it takes 1 hour per one house, which is 400, with 60 questions which they are supposed to pose, which means in no way they can complete 20 houses, which means they will fill up data what they want, or they will actually not visit the house but fill up as if they have done this, because it is under severe government pressure. And there are enumerators who off the record state that they have been told to record it as a particular community or caste. So these things, how will somebody prove? Because they are in severe stress.
An absolute blemish on the hard-working surveyors. It's absolutely wrong.
Okay. Well, we don't know whether it's just politics or on the ground actually things are not being followed properly. But this is something that we are, of course, going to be looking at very, very closely over the next, few days as well. For now, I'm completely out of time. Appreciate both of you gentlemen, GS Prashant and Syed Asad Abbas. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us your thoughts on this big story.